Welcome back to another FPL video. In this one, I'll take a look at the best possible wildcard and free hit team ahead of game week 11. In addition, I'll also share some information about the possible upcoming blanks and double game weeks. So let's have a look. Starting with the goalkeepers, I really like Sanchez at the moment covering the Chelsea defense. They still have decent fixtures, especially in game week 11 and game week 12. I think they will keep a couple of clean sheets going forward. So Sanchez only priced at 4.9. So this is really good value to get a part of the Chelsea defense going forward. Only selected by 13.5% of the managers as well. I think that this is a really good option at the moment. On the bench, the only starting 4.0, I think it makes sense to have Dubravka at the moment. So for my goalkeepers on a wildcard, I would go for Sanchez and Dubravka. Let's have a look at defense. In defense, I've gone for a double up on Arsenal, and in my opinion, Timber and Gabriel, they are the two best options from Arsenal at the moment. So they are two of the most expensive defenders as well, but I think this is for a reason. Timber at the moment priced at 6.1, Gabriel 6.5, so kind of expensive, but at the moment I think this makes sense. Arsenal, they are the best defense in the league. They will continue keeping clean sheets and they can contribute with attacking returns. We've seen so far that Gabriel, he can deliver defensive contributions as well, and if he do, he usually delivers a couple of bonus points as well. So really good defense with both Timber and Gabriel. And the last defender in my starting 11 is actually Munoz. I think that at the moment, at the start of the season, there were a lot of talk about DEFCON defenders with good value, priced at 4.5 up to 5 million. But at the moment, I think those expensive defenders make sense. Munoz priced at 5.7. He can of course deliver attacking returns, and Crystal Palace, they have a really good fixture. So at the moment I have kind of an expensive defense on my game week 11 wildcard with Timber, Gabriel and Munoz. On the bench I have gone for a couple of cheap options, so Rodon and Mukiele. I think that they are really good alternatives. So of course I will start Timber, Gabriel and Munoz most weeks, but if someone gets injured or suspended, I will have decent backup in the good options in Rodon and Mukiele. In midfield, I've once again gone for a power 5 in midfield. I have Mbeumo, not the best fixture in game week 11, but of course Man United, they can't score against Spurs, and Mbeumo, he has been in really good form recently, and I think that he can continue delivering. Priced at 8.2, selected by 24% of the managers. As mentioned, I think that Man United can do well against Spurs. So Mbeumo, he is in. Saka, he is next. I think that he is the best attacking option from Arsenal at the moment. He's still kind of a differential, only selected by 17% of the managers. His price has gone up to 10, but I really think that Saka is a good option. The next player is Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer, he is still injured, so we know that Enzo Fernandez, he is actually the first choice penalty taker for Chelsea at the moment. So Enzo Fernandez priced at 6.7, selected by 14.5% of the managers. A really good option on a game week 11 wildcard. Sarr, he is in to complete a double up with Crystal Palace. He has done really well recently. He blanked in game week 9, but however, he scored in the cup. He's done well for Crystal Palace so far this season, so only selected by 10.5% of the managers, so he is a differential, and Crystal Palace, as mentioned, have really good fixtures. The last player in midfield is NGI. Same as with a couple of those other guys, he is the first choice penalty taker for his club. He's on some other set pieces as well, so I think that NGI, he is a really good option at the moment. Good fixture in game week 11 as well, playing at home against Fulham. Another differential, only selected by 10.5% of the managers. So I really like this midfield: Mbeumo, Saka, Enzo, Sarr and NGI. Please let me know in the comments down below. Do you like this midfield, or would you include some other assets? Of course, there is merit for going for Semenyo, but at the moment I actually think that going without Semenyo is just fine. Of course, his ownership is really high, so there is a risk involved going without Semenyo, but considering the fixtures, I think that this midfield is the best we can get at the moment. So let's take a look at the forwards as well. Up front, I've gone for Erling Haaland. He has been so good so far this season, blanked in game week 9, but I think that he is fighting for the golden boot this season. He will probably take it. He's looked so sharp both for club and country, so Erling Haaland, he is in. His ownership is high at the moment, and he is usually the most captain player in every game week. So Erling Haaland, even though the fixture is not the best in game week 11, playing at home against Liverpool, however, this fixture is not the worst either, because Liverpool, they haven't really delivered, especially defensively, in the last couple of game weeks. So Erling Haaland at home against Liverpool in game week 11, I think this is a decent fixture. Will I captain Erling Haaland in game week 11? I'm not really sure, but I would like to have him in my team. The last player is Mateta. He's actually one of the players that have the best attacking stats, even better than Erling Haaland when it comes to expected goal involvement. So Mateta, he is in for the good fixture at home against Brighton. On my bench, I have Guihi. I don't really like him as an FPL asset. The only reason he's in is because of his price. His price is 4.3, and this lets me upgrade in other areas of my team. So this would be my game week 11 wildcard team. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think about this team. But before discussing the game week 11 free hit, let's take a look at the information we have about a possible double blank game week. First of all, the EFL Cup quarterfinal draw is done, and those are the fixtures. Arsenal, they will play against Crystal Palace, Cardiff against Chelsea, Man City against Brentford, and Newcastle United against Fulham. So the thing is that the EFL Cup games, they have to be played, so the quarterfinals, they have to be played at approximately the same time, so we know when the semifinals are ready. The only worry is that Arsenal, Crystal Palace, they don't really have time for this game, so they might actually postpone their fixture in game week 17. Crystal Palace, they play against Leeds, while Arsenal, they play away against Everton. So the game week 17 fixtures might actually be postponed. The Crystal Palace versus Leeds game, this will most probably not be played on this side of the year, most probably later on in the season. Well, the thing is that the Arsenal and Everton game might actually be moved ahead, and this would mean that there will be a double game week in game week 16. So Arsenal, they would have a double game week where they play against Wolves and Everton, so this will be huge news for the FPL community, while Everton, they will play against Chelsea and Arsenal away. So not really sure if we should target Everton players if this happens, but of course triple up on Arsenal. I know that a lot of FPL managers already have triple up on Arsenal, but this would be huge. Maybe someone like Raya would be a really good option. He will definitely play both games. So if this happens, I will of course give more information about this later on, but let's take a look at the reason why Crystal Palace and Leeds fixture will be rescheduled in 2025. Let's see why Crystal Palace actually will struggle to reschedule this fixture first of all. The thing that makes a double game week possible is the fact that Crystal Palace, they are in the Europe Conference League, and they have a fixture on the 18th of December, and as we can see in the graphics, they will play on the 16th or 17th of December as well. So there's not many hours between the EFL Cup game against Arsenal and the game in the Europe Conference League. So this is one of the reasons why it's likely that the fixture will be moved and why we might have a double game week 16. Another possibility is that they actually play this fixture, so the fixture will be played on the 16th and they will have a game on the 18th as well. So really short turnaround for Crystal Palace, but at the moment it's 50-50. Will we get a double game week or not? My advice at the moment would actually be to just hold the free hit, but if we have decided to push the free hit button in game week 11, let's take a look at the best possible team. So this would be my game week 11 free hit team, some of the same players but a couple of differences as well. I have Sanchez and Reece James, so a double up on the Chelsea defense. Reece James, I really like him as a FPL option. I'm not sure if I would use a transfer or bring him in on my wildcard. This is mostly because he is so injury prone, but on a free hit while he's fit, I think that Reece James is a really good option. Fixture can't be much better playing at home against Wolves, so a double up on the Chelsea defense makes sense on a free hit. I have Gabriel in as well. He's in form at the moment, and the fixture is decent for Arsenal playing against Sunderland. I have Munoz, same as with Gabriel. He's in really good form, and he can deliver both clean sheets and attacking returns. So Sanchez in goal, Reece James, Gabriel, and Munoz. In midfield, I gone for Paqueta. He's not in my wildcard team. I think that he is decent, but I will probably not transfer Paqueta in. However, for game week 11, I really like the fixture for West Ham playing at home against Burnley. It's a 90 minutes man. He can get defensive contribution points and is on penalties for West Ham. So Paqueta, he is in my free hit team. Saka is in as well on penalties for Arsenal. Good fixture against Sunderland. As mentioned, I have Enzo Fernandez. I talked about this fixture for Chelsea at home against Wolves. Can't get much better. Sar against Brighton at home, and we have NGI at home against Fulham. NGI kind of similar to Paqueta, 90 minutes man, can get defensive contributions, and NGI, he is actually Everton's first choice penalty taker. Up front, I've gone for a punt, Jared Bowen. I've talked about the fixture when discussing Paqueta at home against Burnley. I think Jared Bowen can do well in this fixture. I've gone without Erling Haaland. As you can see, I have a lot of funds in the bank. Of course, if you want to play safe, just sell Jared Bowen and bring Haaland back in. But I really like Bowen for game week 11, and my last forward is Mateta. So I really like this team. It looks really good on paper, and I think that this will be a solid green arrow in game week 11. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think about this free hit team for game week 11. Please give this video a like if you enjoy the content, and consider subscribing to the channel for more FPL content. Thanks for watching.